Robb is here as we prepare for a beautiful weekend ahead. He has all the details.
You said fire pits, and
Yes.
as much as I don't like heading into fall and losing this summer, I am a little bit ready for maybe those slightly cooler nights where we can maybe break out the fire pit.
It's s'mores and
That's the thing in Indiana is that it goes so quick. There might be like
does.
a week or two where you can actually do that, and then it's freezing.
Yeah, so this is the part where we're kind of in that second summer, you know, where we'd like to see the transition, but we're definitely getting some drier conditions. In fact, that could be a little bit of a concern. Let me show you what we're watching right now. Dry conditions with clear skies. Now, it makes for beautiful out the window conditions. Certainly feels nice. Temperatures into the 80s with lower humidity is certainly much more tolerable than if we had that additional humidity. But overnight, we are going to see the temperatures drop quite a bit. What we could use is a little bit of rain. There's just not a lot in the forecast, but there are a couple of chances here. 80s for the most part for almost everyone. There's an 88 for Terre Haute. It's one of the warmer locations. Sunshine helping to warm us up, but once we lose that sunshine, temperatures are going to drop. There have been a couple of showers to our south and west, but that is about it. Haven't been able to squeeze out much in the way of any moisture. Temperatures overnight are expected to drop down to around 60, but there are going to be a lot of locations that get a little bit cooler than that, likely into the 50s, especially as some of that cooler and drier air settles as we have light winds expected for tonight. Mostly sunny skies for tomorrow. You get temperatures in the upper 80s. It's going to be almost identical to today. Plenty of sunshine helps the temperatures warm up quickly, a little bit warmer than where we were today, and I think that warmer trend will continue all the way through really the next several days or so, approaching 90 degrees. For football tomorrow, we are expecting the temperatures to be a bit on the warm side to start the evening, but very quickly those temperatures should become much more comfortable as we see the heating of the day drop. We lose that heating of the day as the sun sets. Temperature is going to be able to cool down. Should be quite pleasant once we get into the later part of the evening. Here's Future Track 13. Now, I'm going to let it run here through this evening, through tomorrow. You're not going to see a whole lot on it, but that's kind of the point. That's the forecast that we want to drive home. Not a lot happening for your Friday. Should be a beautiful day, plenty of sunshine. Heading into the weekend, I don't necessarily want to put rain on your weekend forecast, but there's some indications that sometime late Saturday evening we could get a chance for some scattered showers. Now, I think that particular model was way overdoing it. It's certainly possible. Let's call it a storm chance late, likely after the sun goes down, although we may adjust timing if that changes. And then a few isolated storms could be possible on Sunday, maybe as a little bit of leftover moisture, but those chances are only about 20%, and the 90s stay with us into early next week.